Staying Woke with DJ show. I know it's been a minute, man. It's been crazy with the corona. Had a new setup, as y'all can see. I'm live on a few different things, Facebook, IG, and we are also recording in the studio. So, first thing I wanted to jump off, like it literally made me jump out the bed when I see it, when I saw it this morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, Lori Loughlin gets 2 months for the biggest and one of the largest college admission scandals in American history. 2 months in jail. Her husband gets 5. Now, based off the information I've seen in the news, they get up to 90 days to surrender themselves. That's very convenient, right? Like, do any of us experience that with family members or friends where you get to, hey, just, 90 days, just bring yourself in. What are they planning, a vacation? They broke the law. So what happens with all the people who always want to scream when it's Black Lives Matter? It is, oh, you wouldn't have to deal with it if you just obeyed the law. These people bribed officials to get their daughters into college. Broke one of the most sacred laws in America. You got to earn it, right? They didn't earn it. They placed in the USC. But people just forget about that and just say, oh, forget it. It's cool. Here comes the white horse of privilege to take them away for 2 months. You think she's going to serve 2 months? Come on, man. Let's be real. She might spend a weekend. They're going to say time served. Let's be honest with that. And that's just frustrating to me. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, because I'm a little bit upset, because I don't feel like no one like us would ever get that type of leeway. 2 months? Meanwhile, you had a woman, I believe a couple years ago, who used a mailing address to get her daughter in a different school district. And that woman, I believe, did like 5 years in prison. Years, not months, years. And that's using an address. She didn't even bribe an official or bribe the person to use the address or use a fake address. She used a family member's address, and got years in prison. Meanwhile, this white woman can give $500,000 to an official to get her 2 daughters in college and serve 2 months, and she's not going to serve the 2 months. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. I don't even know how that equates. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this huge gap, and people wonder what we're fighting for when people are protesting and getting mad at Black Lives Matter and all these different things, hashtags and shit like that. It's because of things like that, where someone gets an unfair treatment. You have two things that are very similar in cases, and someone gets years in prison and someone gets months in jail. How is that the same? How is that equal? How is that the American way? Oh, you're right, that is the American way. That's the white way, right? I'm gonna speak the truth regardless, because there's no way in hell, if my mom did that to get me in college, that she would have just got 2 months in jail. She probably do like some community service and that's it. I don't even think that she had to pay any fines or anything like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is some bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. And like you said, boy, they know it. Like, they know that the system isn't built for us. And that's why people have to continue to do things to get the voice, they get their voices heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily agree with rioting and looting, but I understand that when you trying to be passive and tell someone like, hey, this is unfair. Hey, I want to be treated equally. Hey, eventually you're gonna raise your motherfucking voice like, hey, listen to me. You know what I'm saying? By any means necessary, right? So I needed to speak on that. I wanted to see how y'all was feeling about that, because that was the first thing I saw this morning. Today's my day off, so I was trying to sleep in. I got the little ding on my phone. I said, what the fuck? I got to do a show today. Got to, because it's just ridiculous that type of thing keeps happening in America, to where there's just two different things. And we spoke on it before, on one of my shows, that there's a double standard in life. And it seems to always be pointed at people of color. And that shit got to change, man. On it, for real. I don't know. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I'm a little upset. You know what I'm saying? But within the double standards that I'm speaking on, there's also double standards in art communities as well, and really every community. Because as many of y'all know, there was a woman who drove her car into her husband. I'll say that again. She drove her car into her husband. This man was on the ground, flat, just not responsive. She then picks up the bumper, boom, on his head, and she's like, "I gave you 15 years of my life," or something like that. And the immediate response from people was, "Well, what did he do?" Um, I don't think there's nothing someone can do to where it's okay to run them over with a car. I don't care if he did cheat. Like, she ran this man over with a car, and the double standard I'm speaking of is that had that been the opposite, if a man would have ran over a woman with his car, people's first question would not be, well, what did she do? They would say, oh, he's crazy. Oh my God, women aren't being protected. Blah, blah, blah. Just like the Megan Stallion thing. I'm not saying that either one of those are right. I'm just saying that you got to go into it with the same energy. If you see a woman ran off on the road by a man, you need to correct your first thought. Like, damn, let's be worried about the victim, not what did the victim do. Same thing when a woman runs over a man. You have to be like, oh, the victim. Is the victim okay? Not, oh, what did he do? Like so many times in our society, we blame the victim like it's their fault for the circumstances that happens to them. And in some cases, they may have had some bad actions, right? That did lead to someone thinking that that was okay, but it still doesn't make it okay, regardless of what I do to you. She could have killed that man. I hope that he is alive. I haven't really followed up on the story, but come on, man, this shit has to change. You know what I'm saying? Like as much change needs to happen in America and the rules and the systemic racism that we all face, we also have to change our mentality when dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? We have to train our minds to think differently, to truly protect women, to truly save the children. You know what I'm saying? Which, again, the double standard, right? And like I said, I just need to get some things off my chest. The thing about it is people are always have this hashtag, right? Save the children. But no one is saying save the children that are still in those detention centers. No one's speaking on that anymore. It's old news, right? Those kids are still there, still separated from their parents. And I've spoken this before. So you can't apply one thing to people when you're affected by it. So much in our society, we only care about things that directly impact us, and we got to change that. Like, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, but I feel like things have to change in order for things to get better. Because this status quo right now that we going down, that's a slippery slope, man. Every great nation falls. I keep trying to tell people this. The Soviet Union was big, big in the 80s, man. Anyone visit Soviet Union recently? No, because it doesn't exist anymore. Like Rome, one of the great nations, fell. You know what I'm saying? Aztecs, all that. So if we don't change the way we think and the way we do things, we're gonna be next, man. We really gotta change our mindsets so we can truly have long lasting change. And that's really what this episode about, man. And just some things that I've been seeing because I haven't been in a space to really speak on it the way I want to, but like things have to change for real, because the way that we going, ladies and gentlemen, it's not good. It's not gonna end well. You know what I'm saying? And and with that being said, the change is coming. We got this election, right? It's big. It's coming. And I hope that everyone goes out there and vote for real. So, there's something else that happened that I'm speaking about, domestic violence, um, double standards, and things of that nature. So, I wanted to pose a question to y'all. Something I had witnessed here recently was one of my friends was arguing with their significant other over the last few weeks, and everyone decided to give their opinion. Now, I feel like there's a time and place for everything, right? If you're someone's friend, there's a way to give an opinion that doesn't make a situation catch flames, right? And I say that because so many times people want to be in other people's business. You be caring too much. Don't be a Karen because sometimes you just gotta fall back, right? Because you are trying to project how you feel on your friend. All of us have friends that we know are with somebody that they shouldn't be with. Or all of us have friends that have this relationship that you really just grind your gears, right? You just like, I don't even know why this motherfucker is with this motherfucker. I can't stand this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's a slippery slope because are you mad for your friend or are your feelings starting to become about how you feel about that person? Hear me out again. Are your feelings for your friend? Are you worried about your friend and their feelings and their mental space and their emotional space? Or are you having creating your own emotions towards someone that you don't like? And you got to be careful with that because then you start taking on things that don't matter. Because at the end of the day, guess what? They was arguing. A lot of people got involved. A lot of people said some things. They hanging out right now. And now you mad and you feeling some type of way and you've internalized this energy for what? Because they gonna still be together. Doesn't matter. Like some of us have to really chill and check ourselves in regards to falling back from a situation that doesn't directly involve you and in regards to you projecting yourself into a situation. Right? It's different when someone asks for your help, right? Like your friend says, hey, what do you think about this person? Or, oh my God, girl, what should I do? That's the time to say, okay, truth bubble, this is how I feel. That's the time, that's the space. Not, oh, what? Don't be talking to my friend like that. Check yourself, shut the fuck up. Not your place. Simmer down because, again, you're projecting how you feel about that person. You're not coming to your friend's defense. You're just being messy. So you need to chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know how you feel about it. I just think that there's a time and place to come to your friend's defense, and there's a way to do it. Again, if your friends are arguing, right? They're in their relationship, they're arguing. Sometimes you need to hit the lip in and just chill out. You know what I'm saying? If they bring you into it, then that's something different. But if they're not asking you your opinion, then let them handle their relationship because it's not your relationship. Again, they're gonna be together after this argument, and you're gonna be the one mad. And you didn't fuck up whatever situation was going on. You know what I'm saying? You done fucked up your night. So you gotta chill on that. You know what I'm saying? And again, these are some things I'm just trying to get off my chest and get y'all to think about because I've been seeing things and I haven't had the platform to really put it out there. So I wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I really want to challenge the way y'all think. Appreciate y'all for checking your boy out, by the way. So my last thing that I wanted to talk about was the election, right? And everything that's going on with the pandemic. And right now, there's a challenge. I want people to hear me for real. Y'all see voter suppression, right? Y'all see how the post office services, the funds are being cut, they're taking away all these different, the, the purple boxes and all these different things. The sorting machines are just being discarded. And they said it had nothing to do with the election. I think that's funny because the election is only a few months ago. Down the line, why wouldn't you do this a year ago? Or why would you do it so close to the election? Now, they have suspended it because he actually had to go before a committee, I believe, today. And so they've suspended those operations, but still, this is my rally cry for everybody. If you are younger, and you are not at risk, when you go to vote, I think you should be a little bit more hands-on. So many times when we go to vote as younger people, and I'm speaking to people who are between 20 and 35, when we go to vote, there's normally an elderly person who is a poll worker, right? They're trying to get some income, things of that nature, a little side hustle for the voting season. You never really see young people. You can become a poll worker, and I think that this is the election, this is the time that we as the younger generation have to step up, and we need to register as poll workers so that someone's grandma or someone's aunt doesn't have to go put themselves at risk because they feel like young people won't step up to the plate. I myself have registered to become a poll worker. I'm assuming they're sending me something in the mail. You can do it online. It took me like 30 seconds to fill it out. So I really hope that everyone does that because this election is important. Like sometimes they're not, let's be honest. This one is. You can see the trajectory of where our country is going. We just had fixed the shit. We just was going good. And then this happened. I mean, y'all want things to open back up. Well, you need to get somebody in office who can handle the situation because right now, that man can't handle the situation. He's not fit for the office. So y'all need to go out there and try to change this shit. And that's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I've said my piece on the matter. I hope that y'all internalize this, think about this. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this shit got to get better. Because it's going to only get worse. So that's my piece. Let's talk about it. We talked about it. I'm glad I'm back. I'll be popping up a little bit more. Again, I will put the link in the video for y'all to go register as poll workers because we got to do some changing, man. We got to be active here, man. But you know, let love be y'all guide. I appreciate y'all viewership. Signing off.